We are so excited to welcome you to the VIP Sir Thriver Lounge, sponsored by Norden Aquavit.
Well, welcome everybody. My name is Robin Cleveland. I'm the distiller and co-founder of Norden Aquavit. We're a Michigan-based distilling company. We produce aquavit, which is a traditional Scandinavian spirit. What it is it's a spirit similar to gin, but the main flavor has to come from caraway or dill. So this has sort of a minty, refreshing spice to it. We also offset that with a lot of citrus elements and some floral notes as well. So cocktail I'm gonna be doing today is actually with our limited release. This was done for October in conjunction with the Pink Fund. So what we did was we took our classic recipe and we infused it with Michigan strawberries, a little bit of Michigan rhubarb, some hibiscus, and a vapor distillation, which means the steam was passing through rose petals in the column of the still, and then that was condensed back down to a liquid. So it has a very subtle floral note, which is a little more of a floral note than our classic version. And we did this at a little bit lower proof. So this is actually still available in Michigan at many retailers. If you go to our website and check it out, nordenaquavit.com, you can find this. But today I'm going to do the recipe with both of them. It's interchangeable, so you can start with the pink if you have it, but if you don't have the pink, by all means, go with our classic. Talk a little bit about our bar tools really quickly here, kind of everything that you need to build this cocktail. It's a very simple drink, pretty much anybody can do it. We're not going to be doing any kind of crazy shaking or anything unless you do the non-alcoholic version, which will shake just a little bit to infuse the fresh strawberry flavor. So first things first is our juicer, little hand pressed juicer. I always recommend fresh juice, so we've got fresh lemon cut in half here, and we'll just place those inside the juicer like so. A bar spoon, handy dandy right there. Really any spoon will do. These are nice because you can kind of get a good grip and spin really easily. Strainer, cocktail strainer. Not entirely necessary if you don't have one handy, but if you do have the tools, let's use the proper tools. We've also got a double strainer, which will strain out some of the solids of the muddled strawberries. Here's our standard cocktail shaker here. And we've got our jigger. Jiggers are very important. Any small measuring cup will do. The trick is we just want to make sure that our measurements are accurate so the balance of the drink is good and enjoyable. So we'll start with our Collins glass here. I'm gonna do the Pink Time Collins. So this is a really simple build. We're gonna start with a little bit of ice. Not gonna fill it up with ice, just go halfway, about halfway there. Get our juicer, jigger, 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice, like so. Then we're gonna do, if you're going with the pink, just we'll go 2 ounces, like so. And if you're using the regular original Taffel style, go for 1.5 ounces. This is 45% versus the 38, so you don't need quite as much to get the flavor to come through. Now we're gonna take our bar spoon, give this a nice little stir, chill everything down, mix it up a little bit. And we're gonna add our thyme syrup. So this is thyme and a little bit of lavender. Basically what we did was we did a simple syrup, so 1 part sugar, 1 part water. And right as soon as that was done dissolving at a low boil, we cut the heat, let it cool off slightly, and then add our fresh thyme. So there's 5 grams of thyme and 1 gram of dried lavender in a 1-to-1 simple syrup. So 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water, bring that to a boil, let it cool, add our botanicals, let that steep for a minimum of 1 hour. And you can go up to 8 if you want to infuse a little bit more flavor. So this is a really nice little herbal component that plays really well with the botanicals in the aquavit. So we're gonna go 1/2 ounce there. And then add a little more ice. Give that another stir. The idea here for stirring twice is to make it cold without diluting too much. So doing this in 2 phases here so we don't get a watered down drink. And these are really nice ice cubes that we have here. I would say if you're using ice that you've got at home that's gonna be prone to melting a little bit faster, then maybe go with a larger glass. We got the fancy bar ice here at the Last Word in Ann Arbor. So topping this with a little bit of soda. This makes it a riff on a traditional Tom Collins, which, as many of you may know, is just gin, lemon, simple syrup, and soda. And then we're gonna garnish with a fresh strawberry and a nice little sprig of fresh thyme. And a straw for enjoyment. There you have it. The Pink Tom Collins. And we're gonna move on to the non-alcoholic version. So, taking the same approach to ingredients, using some of the same ingredients, but without the aquavit, how do we get that strawberry flavor? Well, of course, fresh strawberry goes in the shaker. Then we have a muddler right here. Let's give that a good smash. You don't need to pulverize it, but enough to release that flavor. We're gonna add our simple syrup to the mix, just a 1/2 ounce. Like so. Lemon juice again. Get a fresh lemon here. Full ounce. Oh, come on, lemon. There we go. Now this is going into the shaker with a little bit of ice. The idea is we're really going to infuse that strawberry flavor into the lemon and the thyme syrup. While I'm letting that sit, I'm going to get a glass ready to pour this drink into. All right, and for this one, we're going to need our strainer. That's a classic Hawthorne strainer. And then our double strainer, which is kind of like a cocoa sifter. All right, here we go. That's all we need. Quick little shake. And strain that over the ice. Now, this one's a little thick because of the fresh strawberry. If you don't have these strainers, you can definitely still make the drink, but you want to maybe not muddle it quite as much, because then you're going to have a tough time drinking it through a straw. All right, set that aside. Now, some people might like to do this with just soda water. I actually like to do a mix of soda and tonic. So we've got 1/2 tonic water there. You can go all tonic too if you want it a little more bitter, but just keep in mind it'll also be sweeter as well, because tonic, despite its bitterness, does still have a little bit of sugar in it, actually quite a bit of sugar, unless you do something like a Fever Tree tonic, which is a little bit less sweet. So I like a little mix. You get the balance of the bitter, which kind of gives you the feeling of drinking a classic cocktail, but not overly sweet, so we've already got our thyme syrup in there. So look at that lovely pinkish hue to it, fresh strawberry. You can put another fresh strawberry on that. Same garnish. There we have it. The spirit-free Pink Tom Collins. So I want to thank the Pink Fund for having me on here. Also want to thank the Last Word for hosting me to make this drink, and Constant Motion for doing all the videography here today. Cheers, everybody. I hope you enjoy the evening and enjoy your drink.
Thank you to our generous sponsors for supporting us. We couldn't do this without you. And now, we ask you to please stay tuned for our main event. Welcome to our Dancing with the Survivors 2020 virtual celebration. We are overjoyed that you could join us for tonight's reimagined event. Tonight wouldn't be possible without the support of Ford Warriors in Pink, our national presenting sponsor.
Ford has been supporting the fight against breast cancer for over 25 years. Today, Ford Warriors in Pink moves patients and survivors with actions that give them what they really need: more good days. We share laughs and surprises, visit treatment centers, and give rides to patients. We even design custom apparel to support the cause. Most of all, we help warriors feel good with moments of hope, inspiration, and triumph.
And it was highly unlikely to take my life, but it took my livelihood. In 4 months, the house went into foreclosure, and in 6 months, I was standing in line at the local food bank.
Once these bills started coming in and things were piling up, it was really like, I need help.
Lose your job and you lose your income on top of that, you feel pretty hopeless. And it was then that I couldn't get any help for me. I just had this shift in thinking, what if I could give help?
Tonight, our goal is to raise $180,000, and we can't do that without your help. You can use our Text to Give feature by texting DWTS to 44321. That's DWTS to 44321. Or you can pledge your support throughout the year.
50 years of family, 50 years serving our community. At Hines Park, it's never been more effortless and simple to own your own new Lincoln. Online or in our showroom, the choice is yours. Your personal luxury experience begins at Hines Park Lincoln in Plymouth.
The Pink Fund thanks Hines Park for your support.
Tonight, I'm pleased to welcome and introduce you to breast cancer previvor Alan Rose, founder of The Previvor, a digital platform for women's health providing information about genetic testing, mastectomy, and breast cancer reconstruction.
Hi, my name is Alan Rose, and it is such an honor to be here to speak with you this evening, to celebrate Molly and to honor the work that they're doing with the Pink Fund. As the daughter, granddaughter, and great niece of women who lost their lives to breast cancer, I know firsthand exactly what it's like to have difficulties navigating a diagnosis like that, for women to struggle with finding out if they're going to have enough money to feed and support their families while also battling breast cancer. So it is my honor and my pleasure to be here to support the incredible work that they're doing, because it's really impacting the lives of women in a positive way. My personal story with breast cancer doesn't end with my mother. I'm what you would call a previvor. That's someone who has survived a genetic predisposition to breast cancer. So for some women, that means they carry a breast cancer mutation, they have a strong family history. There are a lot of reasons why women would decide to undergo a preventative surgery to prevent cancer. And I did exactly that. When I was 24, I was a Miss America contestant, and I went public with my decision to undergo this procedure. It went viral all over the world, and I had this incredible opportunity to speak to my generation about the importance of preventive health care and being more aware of the things that you can do to help prevent breast cancer. So I founded the Previvor Foundation, which is a 501c3 digital women's health platform. And it's aimed at what I say is putting women back in the seat when it comes to their healthcare choices. So what does that look like? So many women face mastectomy, whether it's a cancer diagnosis, whether they're choosing to have the surgery preventatively as a previvor. It's a very challenging and very personal decision. So what I did was create a digital resource for women to be able to advocate for themselves when it came to these surgeries. So not just your mastectomy, but your reconstruction, advocating getting access to genetic testing. And it's really been my honor to be part of encouraging women to take charge of their life and their health care. And the Pink Fund is doing exactly that as well. They are offering these incredible grants to women to be able to help them navigate these really difficult times in their lives and to not have to worry about the stress and the anxiety of, financial pressures when you're also battling a diagnosis. So it is truly my honor to be here to celebrate the work that they are doing and to really give them a pat on the back for the incredible work that they are doing to help women. There are so many organizations out there that donate to research or other things, but to really get to the heart of problems for women, which very often are financial issues, the Pink Fund is tackling those really difficult situations for women. So thank you so much for having me here tonight, and it is truly my honor to support you, Molly, and all the work that you're doing. Thank you.
Every single day in this country, young children and teens are faced with the reality that they've lost their mother, their aunt, their grandmother, or somebody they love to breast cancer. Tonight I want to welcome and introduce you to Miss Teen International, Jaden Liberto. Jaden has set up an organization called Paula's Promise in honor of her grandmother who passed away from metastatic breast cancer. Welcome, Jaden.
Hi, I'm Jaden Liberto, and I'm a 2020 Miss Teen International. I'm 17 years old and from Apalachicola, Florida. I'm truly thrilled to announce that I have partnered with this organization as their first teen ambassador. I am both humbled and honored to spend my tenure as Miss Teen International. Follow me on my journey at Miss Teen International 2020 and INTL Patton. Thank you.
During the next portion of our program, we are going to look back on the past 7 years of Dancing with the Survivors. You will be introduced to several of our inspiring dancers who are survivors, thrivers, and co-survivors.
He came in and he says to me, I have not such good news.
And the hospital technician came to the room. She told me I had breast cancer.
I froze, and everybody in the whole operating room was silent.
It was very frightening.
Shock is always the first thing that follows a diagnosis.
Tried not to have fear.
I didn't have a family history, so it's not necessarily something that you expect to hear.
And I just couldn't imagine, God, not now, not now.
The last 5 years of my life could pretty much be a TV movie. Our house burned down. And then in 2013, right after that, I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma that had metastasized to my lymph nodes. And after that, we ended up going through mediation and divorce.
I look at women who I close my eyes and I can't imagine where they come up with their strength from.
Standing in a crowded room and I can't see your face. Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay.
And it's very devastating. I mean, not only are they facing the devastating news of having cancer, going through the treatments, which you have your up days and your down days, but then also to lose your income.
My name's Ryan Plecha. I'm dancing with the Pink Fund in honor of my aunt who passed away, and also dancing for all of the other victims of breast cancer, as well as men who overlook the fact that breast cancer does affect them in their lives when it impacts their loved ones. I started volunteering with the Pink Fund about 3 years ago after Molly found me on Facebook during my Pink Week campaign. When I wear pink for an entire week in October, I post the pictures on social media and solicit donations and to raise awareness. After seeing the stories and the help that the Pink Fund gives, to people that are in desperate need of financial assistance so they can focus on themselves and their families during their time when they are dealing with their breast cancer, to me was amazing, and I wanted to do more to help people now. Wearing pink is important, bringing awareness to the cause is important, but helping people that are dealing with it right now, to me, is why I gravitated towards the Pink Fund as opposed to other charities. I think the financial impact is something that I would have never considered before my involvement with the Pink Fund. I was probably ignorant to the fact that insurance doesn't just take care of everything. Not everyone's as lucky to have the support system in place when they're going through these, difficult times.
They came up to me and said, "You have breast cancer and you have a highly aggressive, fast-spreading form." So at that point, I came back, had blood work and MRI, and I scheduled a double mastectomy for 2 weeks later. The Pink Fund's mission is unique. Your big fundraiser, Dancing with the Survivors, is a wonderful antidote to what you go through when you have breast cancer. It makes you, restored and regain your femininity and your spark.
Those who know me, my wonderful husband, my beautiful daughters, my fabulous friends, know that if I have a bad trait, it's that I want to be in charge, I want to lead, and I want to do it my way. So when I was asked to do this, I originally said no, thank you. Thought about it a little bit. My family said, gosh, you should do this. And I thought, well, I don't know ballroom dancing. I don't dance well because I don't like to follow. I want to lead. So I said, I'll do it if I can do Dancing Queen with my family, my daughters, and my friends, because Mamma Mia was very important to me. When I was going through chemo, my daughters and I would lie in bed and we would watch Mamma Mia reruns. And actually I saw Molly at an event where Mamma Mia was on stage at Cranbrook and couldn't figure out my song, and it's like, that's it, I'll dance, but if my family can dance too, and my friends, because I wanted to say thank you to the amazing, amazing support group that I had as I was going through this journey. So thank you. Thank you.
My name is Sherry Mark. I'm a 6-year breast cancer survivor, very healthy. What I've learned about myself from dancing is that I have way more stamina than I thought I did, and that it really helps to put you in a great mood, and both physically and mentally.
Tonight, we come together because we need your help. We need to continue giving real help now. Can you pledge $10 a month to help more of our grant recipients like Evelyn?
The Pink Fund generously awarded me a grant, providing funding for my family's housing, car payment, and utilities for 3 months. What a blessing. The Pink Fund has provided a bright, shining light in a dark time for my family.
Pledging $30 a month can cover an insurance premium for a breast cancer patient. Stephanie M. says,
Pink Fund for life. I was almost done with my treatments and needed just a little financial assistance to keep from missing a car, medical insurance, or housing payment.
Pledging $50 a month can cover a car payment for a breast cancer patient. Richie says,
Receiving financial support has given me one less thing to worry about. As a cancer patient and a single mom, I feel pressured to maintain a positive attitude for my kids, which can be especially difficult when I'm scared, anxious, or not feeling well.
She loved me like nobody else. I'm telling you, telling you, telling you, telling you all. She taught me how to love myself. You might have a mom, she might be a bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine. Her love's till the end, she's my best friend. Ain't nobody got a mom like mine. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and broken
pledging $100 a month can cover a rent or mortgage payment for a breast cancer patient. LaShonda says,
Thanks to the Pink Fund, this financial assistance has eased my stress, anxiety, and has given me the hope that I needed during this trying time.
You can use our Text to Give feature by texting DWTS to 44321. That's DWTS to 44321. Or you can pledge your support throughout the year.
I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
In Keena's words,
Thank you for your generous support. My finances kept a cloud over me, leaving me to think that I may never see the sun ever shine again. The help that I've been granted financially is a tremendous ray of hope. My family can now see me smile again. I pray that I'll be able to pay it forward to another survivor.
a pledge of any amount can be a ray of hope for our grant recipients.
The Pink Fund is outstanding.
It gives women going through treatment peace of mind.
Breast cancer survivors need a lot of support.
You wonder what you can do next to keep going, and then events like this come up and you challenge yourself. It's a beautiful distraction. The dancing has been something fun.
I think this is a magnificent thing to be able to do. And I think that's what Pink has provided for all of us.
In 2013, I had an idea for a fundraiser called Dancing with the Survivors. I knew that dancing and music would empower women in their survivorship, would help them to heal, would make them feel whole again, and even a little bit sexy. Breast cancer can take that away from you. We have been honored and privileged over the last 7 years to work with over 40 women who've had the courage not only to fight breast cancer, but to step out on the dance floor and strut their stuff before an audience of close to 400 people. We've had people tell us that dancing in public was scarier than fighting cancer. And we are so grateful to every single woman who took up that challenge, not only for themselves, but to raise money for the Pink Fund to pay it forward to help another woman like themselves in active treatment for breast cancer. So I hope that you have enjoyed this evening, this look back, and we look forward to next year, to 2021, to be together in person again.
Hands, put your empty hands in mine. And scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. No, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Love, you're not alone. I'm gonna stand by you.
We are forever grateful for the support of these amazing dancers over the years, and we continue to cheer them on as they navigate life after their diagnosis. And we can't thank you enough for joining us tonight in support of our mission and the millions battling breast cancer across the nation. We ask you to please make a pledge of any size to give real help now to breast cancer patients in active treatment. Your continued support of the Pink Fund makes what we do possible. A special thank you to Evan Mountain of Fred Astaire Dance Studios. Evan and his dance instructors have worked with the Pink Fund to bring out the inner dancer in all of our participants. Without Evan's dedication and commitment to our mission, Dancing with the Survivors would not have been possible. Thank you, and good night.